I'm in Bologna for a week of road cycling.
You know, I tell everybody that it's very easy to replicate the format. It's impossible to replicate the people.
David's gonna propose. It's about the fourth time I've been to the airport and had a full security check. Have I got the face of somebody that needs the full security check? Some lady at Starbucks asked if I wanted to be called Trevor and she put Trevor in a heart, bless her. I find somewhere quiet so I can get some work done. I love that it's 4:10 in the morning and the number of other people with a pint in here. Airport is absolutely chocker this morning. Flight number 1. Thank you to that man down there for looking after that bike box so nicely. It's always nice to see your bike coming off the flight and going on the flight. Now, Ian and I do travel with AirTags because, well, we've done a number of trips where bikes and bags haven't arrived with us, and it's much easier when you can contact the airline and tell them exactly where it is. Right, so we've got 2 hours for a connecting flight, so... coffee? Forgot how big this airport is. The gates go all the way to H. I am in a gate. I am at gate B. No, I'm in gate D at the moment. I need to go find gate B. It's massive. I was just about to say I needed one of those carts, but just having to stop for the traffic. Behind that wall down there, there is a zigzag queue to get through to the passport control, and this goes all the way down here to get to the gates. And they are rushing people through that have flights within 90 minutes of now. And mine is 2 hours, so this is going to be a long queue. I was just 40-minute wait in passport control, just the 40. I think I've still got a 20-minute walk to get to the gate. Thankfully, I've got loads of time to get a coffee. Cheers. That wasn't so bad in the end. It's only an hour and a half. And now I need to go find my bike. Before I walk down my sandwich, I better explain why I'm here. So I'm in Bologna. I'm on my way to Regioni for a week of road cycling. And I'm going to be meeting some very good friends that run a cycling Facebook group and organise trips like this. So you'll get to see a little bit behind the scenes as to what they do. And I get to hopefully enjoy some sunshine this week. Just arrived. It's been a very chaotic afternoon. So after about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours of just waiting at the airport, there was a 10-mile traffic jam on the way to the airport. So the poor taxi driver had to fight his way through that, find us, and then race us all down. So I caught up with some of the other guys that were at this hotel. I will let Marcos explain what this is all about and why we're here. I think what I really need to do is 2 things. Having been up since 2 a.m, I would very much like to check in, get rid of my bag, build my bike, and then run it around the block just to see how everything's set up after travelling. Right, I better go and get my room key. This stunning apartment and hotel in Regioni in Italy, I'm probably saying that wrong after listening to somebody explain it, but having been here for 10 minutes, the facilities and the organisation is superb. What I saw were 3 full-time mechanics. There are hundreds of bikes ready to be ridden. There are pre-planned routes with ride leaders for each day across 3 different distances and also for different abilities as well. So it's very welcoming in terms of being able to ride an e-bike with your friends, as well as, you know, those that are fitter and more able to do longer distances or wanting to do longer distances. Outcast Cyclists is, well, I would describe it as a Facebook cycling club. So it's a global cycling club that is connected via Facebook, and Marcos and Anya that run the group organise these events as well. I think there are 38 people coming to this one, where they bring people together, they organise the hotel, and they organise all the transfers, the food, there's events planned for each evening. I'm really looking forward to a week of cycling and socialising with people that are like-minded and into the same sort of stuff as us. Now, I've met half a dozen of them so far. The weather's looking mixed, so I'm really praying that the weather stays good, especially tomorrow for the first ride. One of the other activities I've got to do is tomorrow night, I have to give a presentation to the group. But number one priority is I need to go and get my bike done. The workshop area over there for where everybody's getting their bikes set up. So that's for the rental bikes. But it's super busy and everybody's a bit panicky trying to get ready for tomorrow. So I've just found some space out the way so I can unpack, get myself set up, not be in anybody's way. How you doing? You alright?
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Yes, this is Giselle.
How you doing?
We just got back from walking around.
I'm going to charge my axle. Now, I did charge it before I left, but sometimes they go flat in transport, so stick on charge just in case. Ready to go. We'll have a breakdown of the bike later on. I am 10 minutes away from missing the rider briefing. So I need to quickly torque up these, the front axle and my seat post, because I didn't bring a torque wrench with me because I knew the mechanics here would have. So I'm going to quickly do that. The bike I've got with me is a Vielo R+1. This one's built with classified and tram force. It has a 48 tooth chainring on the front and an 1136 cassette on the rear. 50mm deep tyres and SRAM sprint shifters on the handlebars, as well as the Cella Italia SLR boost saddle. I've done all my jobs. All I need to do now is have a lovely evening, I think. So I'm going to sign off and go do that. Morning. So it was a pretty late night last night. One of the groups got in really late. They had delays with their flights. It was 11 o'clock. We got to do the rider presentation, which is so well organised. I mean, this hotel does this on a daily basis, so they are dialed in to getting people on their bikes, comfortable, and then ready to ride today. There are 3 ride groups going out today. One's a social group. There's a 50k and a 70k. Although the distances don't sound much, the elevation looks quite lumpy. To be honest, the weather looks like it's going to be wet most of the week, so I'm going to just go for the big ride today. And I think there's wine tasting tonight as well, which is after my presentation. Yeah, what do you think? My jersey, look. Check this out. So one of the other things the guys do really well at is organising club kit for events. So they change the kit in accordance with whatever event it is they're doing, which is really, really good. And it's nice quality kit from Gobic. I've got another jersey, but I thought the blues on this will match my bike quite nicely. And with the weather being decent today, I get to try something new out that I've not tried before, which is this from Peloton. Now, the cycling world is a tiny community, and it's a huge, huge global business, but the people within the cycling industry that run it is such a small-knit group. Yeah, so if you saw in the Girona photo shoot that we did, and the photos on our website, we have 2 guys and 2 girls, and one of the guys, Matt, used to work for Link My Ride and recently moved to Peloton. And I'd reach out to him and say, I've never tried this stuff before. For those that don't know what it is, high performance cycling specific suntan lotion. Now I have tested it in the UK already, just to see what it's like on your skin. Normally I would just go to a sun cream, and you always end up with being quite greasy, and I feel like it sweats off. whereas this one I've tried it so far, it's been really good. So we'll see how it is today under, I guess, 4 or 5 hours worth of riding conditions. I don't want this to feel like a product placement, but Matt's always been really good to us, and it's nice to see him doing so well in his career now within the cycling community. So having a small bottle of this, if it helps support them, and he supported us by giving us this, then it's what makes the world go round, right? Time's getting on. I need to go and finish getting dressed, but I will go and get my kit on, get some food in, and the ride starts in about an hour and a half. I did forget to mention, it smells so good. It's so nice. So there's a group of 5 of us doing the longer ride today. So we've just done the first climb. We're about 20k, I think it is, into the ride so far. So you can see where we've come from in the background. So the last climb was about 2 kilometers and 12% at the end of it. And it's super windy. I think the only thing I would have changed about today would be the depth of the wheels I've got on. They're classified to 50mm and they're a right handful. It's a good group, good pace. Pushing for a 20k average. Just steady away up the climbs. So I've got plenty of gears, that's not the issue. Just the crosswinds are a bit much today. But hopefully all of this wind will blow us cloud away, because I could do without it. I don't want to get wet. So 2 hours after we started, we're now at the top of San Marino, and we have the beautiful view down to the coast, Riccione down there. On the other side, that is rain. So we're gonna have to get a quick coffee and then start getting down the mountain. It was a really steady climb. It didn't take that long to actually to get up a decent pace, and just tapped it out. But I really need a coffee now. A nice espresso. I've brought my jacket for going back down the bottom because it's going to be a bit chilly. I think it's a 20k descent. The boys are all in good spirit. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Technically, I'm in another country right now, but I didn't bring my passport, so I don't know what that means. Right, coffee, banana, maybe a bit of cake. Very wet, very thundery. I'm getting cramped for some reason, which is unpleasant. Oopsie. Well, that was an exciting day so far. So we're currently stopped at the farmhouse that is part of the hotel, and they have done a barbecue. So there was beautiful spaghetti and sausages and cheese and wine and other bits and bobs. It's just stunning. The quality of the food's been fantastic as well. Thankfully it's not raining right now, which is good. We are a bit wet still. So coming down that mountain, or coming down the from the top of San Marino, it was only about 20k, but it was very wet very quickly. I can hear there is definitely more thunder and lightning on the way. It was stunning watching lightning strike as we were coming down the hill. It was pretty intense. Hopefully though, the group of us will get back in the next, I think it's 10-15k, and we'll be able to get in, get dry, get changed. And then I've got to clean my bike, clean Marcos's bike, because I've got to do a presentation later. And relax. That was a hard 70k. Well, it wasn't, I say that, it wasn't super hard. It was more that it was biblical. We started at 9:15. We rode 40k or so round to the top of San Marino. The entire time you could see in the distance that this was coming. To start with, it was super windy and it was just blowing it in off the coast. So on 50mm deep rims, it was quite a handful. But it was really enjoyable. The roads were beautiful. The group we were in were all pretty much evenly paced, which was fantastic. And then we got to the top of San Marino and we were toying with the idea of getting a coffee, but we all agreed that it was definitely going to start to rain very soon. So we just got our heads down, put our jackets on and started heading down the mountain. And the second we put our jackets on, lightning was hitting around us. You could see these lightning strikes just completely lighting up the sky, and the heavens opened. Yeah, at one point on a descent we were at 55k and the road was flooded. It was just full tilt the whole way back. As you saw earlier, the hotel has a farmhouse, and the farmhouse put on a barbecue, so we got to sit and enjoy some beautiful food, a little glass of wine, and they had a prosecco, and it was just really, really nice. And just as we were about to head off again, the heavens opened again. So we had a final 13k where the 5 of us were just lined out, head down, get back. We were the first back, which was great, which means I got to get changed really, really quickly. And I feel like a new man after a fresh shower. Now, the hotel also do a laundry service and they'll dry your shoes for you. So I'm hoping that everything will be nice and clean and dry for me in the morning. My socks are a write-off. About an hour to prepare for my presentation for the night. Yeah, so the talk's really just about Vielo, how we started, with the bikes, the road bike and the gravel bike. So I'm going to quickly go and clean my bike up, make sure it's nice and dry to be on display, and do the same for Marcos's bike, make sure it's all nice and clean. And then immediately when I finish, there is wine tasting. So I will be hurrying through it quite quickly, because most people I think will be wanting to get straight to the wine tasting. It's a shame about the weather, but it's such a beautiful place. I mean, it's so good. And the ride leaders were superb, calling out everything ahead of us, knowing the abilities of the group, catching back, superb.
If you ride with me, don't gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the love. In the name of 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 love.
Okay, it means this wine is not dry.
In the name of love. In the name
Back up today. Today it is already spitting. Now I'm signed up to do the long ride. We'll have to see how I feel. We'll also get a chance to sit down with Marcos today and have a chat about why this exists.
Outcast cyclists are, I don't know, a bunch of people that are passionate about cycling, regardless of fitness level or budget or nationality, gender. A group of people that, like to ride, like to have fun. Behind Outcast Cyclists at the moment is me and Anya, my wife. We run a Facebook page. And at the moment we do 2 events a year. We do the Global Summit, that is like a road-oriented event. And we also do a gravel event that's much smaller than Global Summit. So yeah, we have the page, we release the kit like 3-4 times a year. So how did Outcast Cyclists start? It started around 8 years ago, when, me and a small group of friends, we just got fed up with all the negativity on social media, especially like, regarding, cycling and stuff. And we just, started the page. It was me and Andreas Laus back in the day. It was only two of us. And we just, just so we could like schedule some rides from London to Windsor and everything. And then what happened was it started, to grow, because a lot of people realized that, most of the cycling, groups on Facebook back in the day, they were like just getting flooded with negativity and trolling and stuff like that. And people, said, oh, listen, I heard that you're doing your own thing now, without car cyclists, can I join and stuff? And then we started with literally half a dozen people, friends, and now we have more than 17,000 members spread all over the world. My journey into the world of cycling. Well, I tell people that I'm like a born again cyclist because, I was born in Brazil. And back in the day, the thing most of us would do is like either play football or ride a bike. So, I started with BMXs and mountain biking and stuff like that. I moved to the UK when I was 30. Life happened. And then when I was turning 40, I looked at myself in the mirror and I wasn't happy with what I saw, and I said, listen, I have to do something about this. So I went back into cycling. That's why I call myself a born-again cyclist. It's funny to see because back in my days, when I was 15, 20 or something, it was very difficult to find information about cycling. You will have like 1 or 2 magazines a month. And now with the internet, the information is literally everywhere. You need to know where to find, the right information. Yes, and I started, cycling. I went through the whole gamut, like, started cycling by myself. Then I started cycling with a group in London and everything. And then I started Outcast. And 5 years ago, I moved to Spain. We are establishing like a small chapter there in Valencia where we live. Just gathering people and, going for a ride, having fun and meeting new people, new friends. Where we are now, we are in beautiful Riccione at the Dori Bike Hotel. This hotel has been hosting our event for 3 years now. We're already talking about, our 4th year here in Riccione. It's going to be our 5th event next year in 2026. Beautiful part of Italy. It's in the Emilia-Romagna region, so this region is known for having the friendliest people, and the food is amazing. There's good cycling. We have Mount Carpegna here, where Pantani, used to train. You have San Marino here, like 20-something miles from where we're standing. You have the beach, literally a block and a half from where we are right now. So it's just like, there are fancier, between brackets, places in Italy where you can ride, or even in Spain where we're living at the moment. But I think what this region and this particular place where we do the summit, what they offer, it's really hard to beat, as far as the family feeling of like, arriving here and feeling welcome by literally everyone, from, the staff and the people, and so that's why we come here every year, and we plan to, keep doing it until, our legs allow it.
That was brutal. Well, we did started off the day thinking we were going to be doing 75k with 1,000 meters of climbing, and after 25k we stopped for a very brief espresso. Like, it was literally in and out, grab an espresso and go. And in the end we ended up doing 96k with 1,500 meters of climbing. But we got to see some amazing things. We got to see Valentino Rossi's house and his compound that he built during COVID, where they built a drift track so he could race cars and motorbikes, and he has a bunker underground that stores all the motorbikes and his cars, where him and the lads go and look after the bikes and stuff like that. So that was really cool. There were some stunning views at the top of the climbs, but I am now cooked. We went out, we didn't stop for food at all. We went out with the intention of, well, stopping at some point. Nathan and I are absolutely starving, and promised ourselves after about 50k that we were going to go for a pizza when we got back. So as nice as the food is in the hotel, I really want pizza and a pint. So I'm going to go and quickly get changed. Good day out. I am tired, I've earned some rest, but yeah, good day out. Right. day 3 is a noisy start because we have a professional photographer and videographer here with us today. So they're going to meet us at the top of the first climb where all 3 rides will join together. But we get to stage for a nice photo, which is cool. You ready for today?
Yeah, that's all I've ever been.
Let's crack on, man.
Show me loving. I need your loving. 'Cause I'm drowning in something and I can't come out. Just show me loving. I need your loving. Me, myself, ain't enough. It's like being hooked up to a crushing heart. I want you to know how bad it hurts. You got me beside along my heart. Are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Are you dreaming of me now? The way I hold me, lover. I need you, lover. 'Cause I'm falling in too quickly and I can't break free. Just hold me, lover. I need you, lover. Me and myself ain't enough. It's like being alone in a crashing car. I need you to know how bad it hurts. Hearing the sound of my broken heart. Are you dreaming of me now? The way I do. Are you dreaming of me now? The way I do.
Hot one today. And now we've come to this beautiful vineyard. There's a vineyard here and farmhouse. So in this particular farmhouse they make olive oil just for the hotel and the restaurant. And they also bring some other local produces, local cheeses and wines to taste as well. So we're having an afternoon barbecue here in the sunshine. It's been a solid 22, 23 degrees today. Very warm. But lush. We went up some super steep climbs to the castles at the top, were just absolutely unbelievable. Like 18-20% in some places, which was pretty brutal. But gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Time to chill out and have a glass of wine. Something exciting's about to happen, which I knew about from this morning. David's gonna propose. So we're currently planning how it's all gonna happen, which is really cool. Yeah.
Wow! She made it! Come on! Whoa! She made it! Just my love. From the moment you dropped me off at the airport last year, I knew there was something special, a connection between us. And every day I've been grateful that you've been proving me right. You're more than just my girlfriend. You're my best friend, you're my supporter, you're my lover, you're my confidant, you're my everything. And I just can't picture the rest of my life without you. So I stand here today in front of everyone, asking, will you marry me?
How lush was that? So I knew about this coming up from the other day. But it's just so happy, nice to see everybody happy and smiling.
Ian and Trevor.
Yeah.
In a dirty bike.
What a glorious end to the day. That was absolutely stunning. So we had a really hard first half of the day. It was only supposed to be 60k all in. It was nearly 80 odd. Claudio, our ride leader, lies to us in the best possible way. I'll say, it's only 500 meters at, maybe 12%. And you get to the climb and it's 2 kilometers at 15% and 500 meters at 18%. You're like, okay, got it. No more hills on the way home. And then suddenly there's another 400 meters worth of elevation. But hey, I love it. It's so good. This riding around here is stunning. This hotel has been absolutely superb in terms of its organisation of getting people on the road, looking after them. Yeah, and then today with David and Giselle. When I first arrived on Saturday, David gave me a nudge and said, you're asking if people are happy to be on film. And I was like, yeah. I'm happy to edit people out if they don't want to be here. I respect everybody's privacy. And he went, actually, I'm planning on proposing on Thursday. This morning I told Claudio, our ride leader, I was like, Claudio, we have to be back on time. I promised I would get the best footage I can for their special moment. Just before she arrived, she had a mechanical on her bike. So we were all waiting and lined up and everything else. Then what a cool moment. To enjoy that with all those people in such a beautiful location as well. So that was really special. So yeah, it was after that we enjoyed some local olive oil and cheese and salamis and prosciutto and also we enjoyed some nice wine as well. There was quite a lot left on the table at the end, and I was always told you should always finish your drink at the end of a ride because it's really important. And they do say you can take the boy out of Newcastle, but you can't take the Newcastle out of the boy. Cheers.
The thing is, I think we're probably almost sold out for next year already because, everybody that came this year, they're literally just waiting for the dates for next year. The event is all about the people. I tell everybody that it's very easy to replicate the format, but it's impossible to replicate the people that come here. And when we publish the few remaining spots that we'll have for next year, just let us know and we'll be happy to welcome you to next year's event.
So busy end to the week. Really enjoyed an amazing week of cycling, but I had to do one other little thing while I was so close, which was pop in to the Lamborghini factory. It's 20 minutes away from the airport. I had 3 hours to kill, so let's go and have a little mooch around and see what it looks like on the inside.
I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's 4:30. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but
this place is absolutely ridiculous. If you're ever near Bologna Airport, grab a rental car, nip up the road, it's 20 minutes, €18. Stunning.
it's been a while since I ran into you on the street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile, people passing by. Some smile back, shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. Goddamn, feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go.
Well, that was spectacular. I mean, it's like basically a 20-car showroom of the history of Lamborghini. Some of the engines and things out on display. It's just stunning. They do a longer factory tour, which I think is €100. It takes about 3 hours. Unfortunately, I didn't have that long, so I managed to make the most of my hour and a bit, just enjoying all the details of the cars, and yeah, a brilliant way to end the trip. So I thought that is the perfect way to end this video. Thank you for watching if you have been. Do all that like, comment and subscribe stuff. I've really enjoyed this week and I hope it's been a bit different and showing the community that cycling brings. For me, the week has just been superb, getting to spend time with people, just really, really good people, and learning about their life, their cycling. Yeah, getting to spend time with friends and enjoy some amazing experiences, and it's definitely a trip I won't forget. So next week will be something a bit different, and there might be one or two of these there as we exhibit our bicycle brand at a luxury buying experience. So make sure you subscribe to see us in amongst helicopters and private jets and supercars. But for now, I need to get home.